I'm Jeffrey Kyle Pearson, and this is Turf Media. In these videos, we discuss the lawn care business, how-tos, tutorials, different lawn care tips and tricks, and business facts. Stay tuned. Alright, so now we need customers. We got the equipment, now we need the people. I'm sure you guys have family and friends. Just anyone. There's always someone that needs their lawn cut. A family member, a friend of a friend, a family member's neighbor, anyone. I'm sure you can find one out of that. If you cannot, maybe your neighbors. If you don't have that, knock on some doors that maybe a house that you pass a lot that looks like, hey, you know what, they always need a lawn cut. You start with one, and that's how you get more. So after you explain, hey, I'm cutting lawns, I'm doing this and that, that's when you charge the price. Depending on the lot, depending on the size, depending on all the time it's going to take you, and depending on how much you want to make that hour, you got to add that price in there divided by the time it's going to take you. 60 is the price where you kind of want to hang around when you first start. You'll pick up a lot more 30 and 35s than you do 40, 45s, and so on. It's just easier that way. You just seem to find those kind of people faster. After you start critiquing your business, critiquing your skills, and then you'll be able to take on the higher price lawns because you'll be able to do them in a timely fashion and be able to do them with absolute skill. So, first start out picking up a $30, $35 lawn. You can get 2 of them done by yourself in an hour. Definitely. You say, oh my God, how? It's going to take... Well, you have the right equipment. You have the right mowers, you got the right weed whacker, you got the right blower. I just showed you all this right stuff that you need to make a fast-paced lawn cut. I'm telling you, if you get good, you can make $100 an hour working by yourself and making stuff like that. It's going to take you a lot of lawns, but you can do it. So that's a whole nother beast, actually. We can get into that in a later video. But right now we're talking about how you're going to get customers. So you start with that one customer. So now you kind of went into the pricing. So now, okay, we're picking up the lawn. We're looking at it. All right, it's going to take me about a half hour, 35, 30 bucks. Depends. Half hour, really, probably should be charging about 40. But we're just going to say half hour because you're slow. When you really get good, you'll knock that down substantially, down to like 20. It costs a 5 round. You want to knock on all the neighbors' doors. Call it the 5 because the 2 here, and then 3 across the street. Do more when you're on your own. Maybe you got a guy helping you a little bit, like here and there. Have knocking on doors. Knock, knock, knock. Say, hey, cutting a guy across the street. Would love to cut your lawn. Give you a good price. Typically, when you are getting different lawns in the neighborhood, you price them accordingly. So it's like, hey, I'm doing this lawn for 35 bucks. I can do you for like 32. But when you just get started, charge them the same price like that, you're going to screw yourself. Believe me, it's fair. They're happy. When you get the right equipment, take care of them. That's it. So, you're not going to everybody's door. You're not going the whole entire street. It doesn't matter. What else you got to do? You need to get customers. That is the point. You knock, you explain yourself, you tell them what's going on. You time it up weekly, bi-weekly, whatever the case is. You want to go for weekly. Bi-weekly is okay, but it's more headache. So you're knocking away, and now you got the lady across the street. Great. Now you got 2 in that neighborhood. So what if you don't get the whole street? Well, whatever. Go into the street across the way. Go in the street on the next side of that street. Try that whole neighborhood. And then, if you get a no, try again in a couple weeks. Maybe they thought they had a situation, and the situation didn't pan out. You want to have business cards. You want to get them. Vistaprint. You can get them for like $9. I think I'd even include shipping. Who knows? Maybe 13 overall. Quick design something. I would suggest going on a few different pages in and not getting the logo that everybody else has the logo of, or maybe create your own logo. So get your logo, get your name, just get your information on there. Sign up on Google. It takes real quick to get an email, and put your cell phone number on there. If you don't want to use your cell phone number on there, you can use Google Voice, and you can actually forward the calls coming into your cell phone to the Google Voice number and make up your whole number for that. So they think they're calling a business number when they're really just calling your cell phone. But it's great if you just don't want your cell phone out there. I'll have a video on that as well. If you want, you can flip the card over and just write the price on there, and weekly and then bi-weekly. Some people are price shoppers. You'll get that, and they'll just price shop actually for the rest of their lives because they think, oh, I just can get the cheapest price. One time I had a guy call me and says, hey man, I called 5 guys already. I'm already down to 21 a cut. I started at 25. What can you get me at? I was like, what? No go, man. So I told him, say, hey, I have a fair price, and it's not kind of how I do my pricing. Good luck to you. So you'll get guys like that. It's fine. Let people are different. People want to do what people want to do. Let them be them. You got a business to run. You got things you got to pay for, and you need to charge things at the right rate. So that way at the end of the day, it's fair for you and them. When you're starting out, that is definitely the best way to start getting customers. Another great way is utilizing the internet. You need to make a website, and you need a Facebook page. If you don't have a Facebook page, make one. Start adding your friends, start sharing some links, get your name out there. Same thing with the website. Tell people about your website. After you have the website up, then you want to learn how to do SEO, which is search engine optimization. So with that will bring your page up to the first rankings on Google, which is the first page. A website is one of the greatest tools you can have out there. People can email you, call you, text you, get a hold of you no matter what time of day it is. It's perfect. I get all kinds of business off my website, and I have a thing where people can opt in, and they can sign up for emails, and they can sign up and send me quotes through the website. So I would recommend looking into that. That is pretty much how a lot of businesses, that is pretty much how people that are looking for lawn cuts or pretty much anything first search. It's kind of like, hey, we need this lawn cut, or we need a lawn treated. Oh, just Google it. Bang. They'll find you there. There's also a thing called My Google Business, and I'm not sure if you need a website for it or not, but I know you need a business. I believe they set you up with some type of like Google web page that they make, and what's good about that is you put in all your company information and phone number, hours, the service area that you do, and then as potential customers go to search for you, they can find you and they can see that they're close to your area, and they'll select you over someone else that's a little bit further away. Also, with being on the map from the Google My Business and having a website, a lot of people like smaller businesses. They don't really like the bigger businesses. Some customers truly understand the power of a small business, that you can get a hold of them faster, you can do a little more tasks than they want, and you can be a lot more personable to them, and it'll be a lot more effective going down the road as a secure client. As you have the website going, then you'll start understanding more about how the internet works, how the search works, and then you want to opt into Google AdWords. What's great about that is that you actually pay them a set price per click or per view, and they will put you on the front page, that right side where like you see ads, or maybe the top link. And it's nice because you can beat some of your competitors out there, and you still are showing up on the first page or so. What's also cool about it is you can set like a low minimum of $1 something all the way up to pretty much as you want to spend, and it can have a cap of how much you want to spend per month. So if you only want to spend 30 or 40 a month, then you can set it that way. Same kind of thing with Facebook ads. You can set per day or per month of what you want to spend. It's kind of trial and error. You would want to do some research on that. Just look up YouTube, look up the internet. There's a lot of sites and a lot of good information out there for people telling you and teaching you how to do it for free. The whole point is you want to have a little bit of an edge over the competition, but something just a little bit that sticks out that says, hey man, those guys down there, they're actually kind of cool. Like, I like talking to them. Those guys are nice. Or that guy, he always shuts my gate. He always does things for me. He does everything I want. He responds. He calls back. He emails back. He gives me his bill on time. They're all the things that you really want to concentrate on. You want to concentrate on just being as professional as possible, but also having them say, you know what, this guy's cool. Nobody wants a headache. Nobody wants a guy they can't get a hold of. And nobody wants someone that's just like, you know what, I don't know. He's not that reliable. Reliability is key with customers. Showing up every week, showing up when you say you're going to show up, and keeping the communication alive. I know it can be very challenging sometimes to communicate, but just keep it in a way so that way they know that you're not, basically flaking out on them. That could be why they went with you and not the other guy. You never know. But I know that a lot of people have not having a gate shut. That's a big deal. Real big deal. I hope this information stuck and helped you guys out a little bit. Leave a comment down below what you like, what you didn't like. Tell your friends you need some information. You know a guy. Other than that, see you in the next one. And thank you so much for watching.